Son was brilliant. He was fantastic. I love seeing Son like that. When Son, don't get me wrong, Son, his consistency is way, way, way better than it used to be, and he contributes a lot across the season, whereas maybe he had fits and starts earlier in his Tottenham career. But I just feel like that Son that we saw on Sunday is the Son that is one of the best Premier League players by a mile. And I think I said this before, it's either in one of my videos or it was with Guesty on the podcast, that I do genuinely believe that there's a case to be made for Kane needing Son more than Son needing Kane. And I think Sunday was a perfect example of that. You know what I said before, you've probably heard me say it, whereas that's the one thing I want Kane to do more of. At the moment, it's not the full Kane we're getting just yet, but I want Kane to be able to take a game by the scruff of the neck and absolutely own it, and that's what Son did on Sunday. And I just thought he was superb. I mean, I just thinking back to the run with Højbjerg to set up Højbjerg's goal. There were numerous runs we did there. He should have had a couple of goals, to be honest. The only thing that let him down on the day really was his finishing. He sent a few way over the crossbar. I think he ran through and the keeper saved. This is the thing about Dean Smith's comments, is that Martinez was probably Villa's man of the match. And I think that says everything about their performance. And that's not just about Son at all. And the bit that I just loved, I mean, obviously he also set up the second goal for Spurs, which was quickly realised to be an own goal, which is a shame for Son, because I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you don't get an assist for an own goal, I don't understand who decided somewhere that that's a rule that should be brought in or a stat that should be done, because I don't understand how the assist, if anything, it's even more of an assist for the second goal than it is for Højbjerg's. Both should have been assists. I don't get it, but I'm not sitting in a panel telling the Premier League what to do. But yeah, the bit that I actually loved the most, probably more than the goals, which is weird, was the bit at the end when Spurs had a corner and they were trying to waste time. But then Son kind of found himself like, well, hello, I can run pretty much all the way to goal here from the corner flag. And he ran all the way up, but then he realised he was just starting to get surrounded by people and the keeper was right there. And I think he thought, do you know what, it's probably better for me that rather to try and have a shot at goal and potentially lose the ball, let them break up the pitch, I'm just going to take it back again. And he just dribbled it all the way back again to the corner flag, and it was awesome. It was like playing, like when you play FIFA or something, and you're just being a bit of an arse to the other player, and you're just dribbling around them, making them look daft. And that was kind of what Son was doing. It was so good. And I think he eventually got fouled, so Spurs then won a free kick to eat up time, and he was superb. He was brilliant on the day. And you get more of that Son. If that Son is here and ready and raring to go, the players let Nuno Espirito Santo take the blame for the Arsenal defeat and say it was his game plan and picking the wrong players and all that. I'd say they let him. I'd say Eric Dyer came out and pretty much said, he did an interview I saw after this game where he was pretty much saying, no, there's nothing to do with the Espirito Santo. That was all us. That was all on the players. We just didn't do what we were asked to do properly. Which is what I really want any player, just players, to say more. Because I do feel that managers take the can a lot for stuff and then end up getting canned. But yeah, the game. So we've got to really give Espirito Santo, I think, praise for Sunday, because his game plan worked to a treat. It really did. Defensively, Spurs were so solid. And at the other end of the pitch, like I say, the movement was terrific. They created so many chances. I think it was something like 17 shots on goal. All these stats about the chances created, XG, all that sort of stuff is all will have now risen because of that match. And hopefully with the games to come, they'll continue to do that.